So when you take something that's traditional, turn it into something untraditional, well, that's what we're going to get in today's video in this episode of Kitchen Experiments. So seafood lasagna rolls are something that I've been seeing quite a bit lately, mostly on TikTok and on food pages on Facebook and everything, where pretty much people are taking lasagna noodles and instead of doing the average, layer of, and instead of doing the usual layering them in a pan, they are rolling them up. They're laying them out, putting the filling on them, and rolling them up and baking them. And so I thought, I ought to make that. And of course, everyone was telling me, Dion, make a seafood version, because that's really what everyone does. They do a seafood version of it. And so what I'm going to do today is take shrimp and lobster and stuff some lasagna noodles, roll them up, and hey, we're going to bake them to it. So let's get started. So right now what we get is the filling that I'm going to spread out onto the lasagna noodles. And it's just a mixture of ricotta cheese and the special cheese that I always like to buy. So in my previous videos, you probably heard me mention boursin cheese. I was going to buy that, but the price of boursin has went up a lot. This is a garlic and herbs spreadable cheese. It's pretty much the same thing. And so I'm going to mix this in with the ricotta cheese, and that's going to be our filling for the lasagna noodles. So see that? And the ricotta. So take a bowl and just, come on. Don't be looking like that. Sorry, y'all, that's my friend in the background making faces.
You should just use a spoon.
I'm different. Talking about I should have just used a spoon. I'm different, okay? Come on. I guess I'll use the spoon for this.
Look how easy that was.
Oh my God, everyone is a critic. Now, we're just gonna give this a good mix. And see. And so as you can see, I got the shrimp and lobster right here. I already cut up all of the shrimp and lobster, nice and good. I got my pan nice and hot, and we're about to go ahead and start cooking. So shrimp and lobster into the pan. Salt and pepper. Secret seasoning. And some good old Cajun seasoning. So now we just stir this on up. And the shrimp and lobster is all done cooking. Let's get a closer look for y'all. How that look? Okay, now let's go ahead and get to rolling up our lasagna noodles. So here go our lasagna noodles, and they don't look all that perfect. Like, I'll be honest, I kind of goofed on these, but they all still good. Yes, y'all, I know I'm not perfect. No one is. The way that I'm gonna cover out this filling is I'm gonna put it inside this piping bag, and then I'm gonna just go back and forth along the noodles, and then I'll just smooth it out. You wanna help me pipe?
Pipe.
All right, so the filling is all spread out. Now let's take some of our meat and just start going on longer down. Now what you start doing from what I saw is you take it and you just start rolling. And you try to keep it, I believe, as tight as much as you can. And bam, one lasagna roll. And let me try to turn it around. There we go. And now we're gonna do this for the rest of them. And now we're about to get ready to make our sauce. And so we're gonna take some olive oil. And so most people use butter when making this sauce. I'm not gonna use butter because what they do is they'll do butter, garlic, pour in cream, and cook that down. But what they don't know is that be separating the butter and the cream be separating, and it just don't be looking that appealing to me. So I'm using olive oil because I'm about to cook down the garlic and the chopped spinach that I get, and then I'll pour in the cream. And to help give the sauce some body, I'm going to do a cornstarch slurry to help thicken it up some. Tablespoon of garlic. And once the garlic get aromatic, we're going to add in this chopped spinach. Once that has cooked down, we're going to add in our cream, and we're going to do 32 ounces or 2 pints of heavy whipping cream. So go ahead and pour that in. And we're going to add in a little Chardonnay. Not too much. And give that a stir. And we just start letting that cook on down. And then we're going to add in a little bit of Parmesan. But we're mostly going to add in the cornstarch slurry once it starts cooking to help thicken it up. Okay, it's cooking away. So we're going to add in our Parmesan. And we're letting that cook down. Also doing generous amounts of salt and pepper. And the Cajun seasoning. And it's like I always say in my videos, season it to your preferred taste. And my preferred taste is season it like our ancestors seasoned. Ain't that right, Rich?
Yeah.
So it's cooking down nicely, as you can see. But now we're gonna add in this cornstarch slurry that I made to help thicken it up some. And just a little bit, you don't need a whole lot. Like I said, this is just to help give the sauce some body. Okay, and the sauce is all nice and thick now, as you can see. Like I said, it has some body to it. It's nice and thick. Okay, so now let's go ahead and put everything together in the pan. So got my pan right here. So I'm gonna take some sauce. Go ahead and just pour that into the bottom real quick. This is taking too long.
Should have a ladle.
Now, let's start putting these in there. Rest of the sauce, just do it right on top. Lovely. Now with the sauce poured on top, we're gonna add on a little cheese. A little cheese.
You should just do all mozzarella cheese.
Everyone is a critic. And now I'm gonna put this inside a preheated oven that's at 425 degrees for the next 15 to 20 minutes to allow the cheese to completely melt, and then it's gonna be time to munch down. All right, y'all, and it's all out the oven and it's all done.
Food glitter.
She's calling this parsley food glitter.
That's all it is, it's just decoration.
Parsley got a taste.
It tastes like decoration.
But how does this look to y'all?
It's like
fondue.
It makes it pretty, but...
And let's go ahead and dig in. Lasagna roll is all done, and you already know I got a crowd to try it out and let me know how it is. You already know we got the regulars. Swirly, T. Well, Pastor T, she got on the fedora and stuff today.
Don't do her like that. Oh, dang.
All right. And we got my sis, Jess. And this is my buddy, Tawanda. She's so camera shy. All right, well, y'all can dig in.
No, he ain't even gonna serve the food. Boy, I don't mess something up.
Oh, no, ma'am, dear. We get our own.
Right. I'm gonna say, I want it, and I want my cheese. Oh, just like.
She said, I want my cheese.
Clock.
I feel like that plate was yours.
This was the closest one to the one that I wanted.
Ladies first, I guess. I'll be mine.
Not you.
Hold on, Jess. Wait, everyone taste it all at the same time.
I'm hungry now. I didn't eat because of this.
I haven't eaten either.
Now my stomach only got one good meal in it.
Good heavens.
I'll get my bite ready.
Look at the grease.
Oh, that's a nice piece.
Oh, hold up. I'm late.
I didn't know how seafood and lasagna would turn out. But I'm happy it turned out this
Right.
well.
So,
I think most of the silence says a lot.
cause y'all are just still eating. Now, this is the main critique that I want right here.
Me?
Yes, you're the main one.
Why everything always on me? You got me. You forgot to. You underseasoned your macaroni that one time, and you ain't never let me stop being your food critic.
Yeah, but no, listen, I will never live that down because you and Lee like country levels of salt.
You underseasoned some food?
It was like 3 years ago, and he did it. It's not his fault. See, he was serving for multiple people. He did like banquet style, where it's like it's just seasoned enough, but when I get back to the table, as good and moist that this is, can you pass me the salt and pepper? Like that, it wasn't bad. It's good though.
You know,
It's
for the
good.
I really like
years, you've gotten better. So
It was good then. It was just like it was extra cheesy and gooey, and it made
wet.
it made the sound.
Rich bro, why you turn around?
Because he
Was he
licking
licking
the
the
plate.
I ain't even have to turn around. I already knew it.
I heard him go.
I'm on that type of time.
Rich, you got a little white stuff on your chin right there.
It's gonna be there, so I get it.
Now, deal, you know I like everything.
Miss Jess,
My plate clean.
you got a little white stuff on your lip. All right, y'all, that's it for this video. This episode of Kitchen Experiments was a success because just this was an episode of Kitchen Experiments because this is my first time doing something like this.
You did good though.
Is
You
this,
did great.
is this a new segment?
Yes.
Kitchen experiments.
Yes.
I'm down for it. Call me.
Right, anytime.
Yeah, this is going to be like this, like episode 3 now or 4. But all right, y'all, that's it for this episode. Stay tuned for the next one. So I'll see ya. Rich, this guy.
Hasta luego.
This guy.